We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. The Niners at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert got his man. It's Williams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Samson Abuka coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And taken right at the 35. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Lance now on 1st down. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Allen's first catch. Good for a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Williams brings it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Davis Price up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
And Lance going to throw.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. The 20, 10, 5. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Herbert just beat the play clock. He finds his target, Allen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Got a man, that's Richie James. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Davion Taylor
coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Donald Parham.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are back within a couple of the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Lance looking to throw it. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray.
64 yards.
And the 49ers have taken the lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense. Herbert has it knocked free.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Herbert.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Herbert back to the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, the kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. And this is caught by Williams.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3 from the 6? Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. going on the ground with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running on first down, Eckler. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 26. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Eckler is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Ty Davis-Price with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Herbert on first down now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
It's complete to Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert throwing again. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
Tito Ogbanaya making that tackle.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Davis-Price gets this one out of the gun.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Ty Davis-Price.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what can...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Room here to run. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
146 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
2nd down, here's Davis-Price.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up, and they show out.
So for the 49ers,